Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do a pick a pile with the triple moon goddesses, the Trimurti, Diana, Hecate, and Isis, with a bonus Frida Kahlo, just because they're beautiful cards and it seemed apropos to do it. Now, Diana wants us to read what's in the book, so that may mean something for somebody. I will go ahead and timestamp down below. Go ahead and focus on the cards ahead of you. We have monkey, rooster, and tiger. And I will start at 45 seconds. Okay, if you have chosen pile number 1, hopefully this will stay up and you can see okay. We have It's Time to Release Negativity, full moon in Scorpio. And we'll read that one in a second. And you're free to call. I don't know if you can barely see that. We'll just go ahead and do that right now. Alrighty. Full moon in Scorpio. It's time to release negativity. If you've been feeling paranoid and acting weird, take this card as a very direct message from the cosmos to stop it. Worrying yourself is pointless. It's time to release any negativity you have around the situation you're asking about. If someone has been unkind to you, perhaps it's time for you to release them. This card heralds an emotionally intense time, since both the full moon and Scorpio themselves are both extremely intense. It's time for you to feel all your feelings. There could be some nastiness in the air when you pull this card. If that's the case, take it as a sign to move away from anyone or anything you feel is toxic. For some, however, this card has a totally different meaning. Your sex life can improve now if you make an effort. Use your magic. You have all you need inside you to bring about your desired result. Attune to the moon. Emote. It's all better out than in. Additional meanings for this card. It's time to move from living fearfully to living joyfully. You're right to have your suspicions. Grudges are toxic. Let something go. Marks the end of an argument. The teaching. The full moon in Scorpio has a sting in its tail. It can herald a vindictive end to a relationship. It can also be a time when we want to be good, but we're naughty. If you pull this card, no matter when, your dark side and your shadow self may be showing. The full moon in Scorpio is also a time of magic. If you are thinking of making some magic, this is your sign to do it. And Isis says, the flower of life. You are entering a fertile period of your life. You are guided to think of yourself as a creative being and to surrender your control over how things will manifest and instead allow them to do so. Don't resist change. Instead, go with the flow and let it happen. Now is the time for your blossoming. Hecate has 2 pieces of advice. Let's see if I can plug the device here and get it to focus. There we go. Natural magic. Nature is the witch's path, her passion, her source of power. From the natural world, she sends you her wisdom, patience, timing, the art of change, love, growth, and release. Be blessed. Darkness and light. The witch says there is darkness and light in all. Be wary of those who wish to sow fear in your heart. Remember, those who deny the shadows are most often their servant. And advice from Frida. The most wonderful gift you can give is you being you, your beautiful, true self. Alrighty. Beautiful. Good advice. It's not wallow. You got to be joyful. I'm making it 4:44 for the rooster. You have nothing will come of this situation. Void of course moon. I'll go ahead and read that. We'll put Isis here and the others here. All right, Diana, what's your advice, darling? In a form of astrology known as horary, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, where an astrological chart is cast according to when the question is asked and decoded, a void of course moon means nothing will come of this matter, or this situation will bear no fruit. This may or may not be good news depending on what you're asking or thinking about. For example, if you were worried about something, whatever it was, this card can be taken as a sign that there is nothing to worry about. However, if you're asking about a new project of any kind, including a new relationship, it's a sign to adjust your expectations or change things so you get a different outcome. Remember, the cards can only predict what you are currently creating, and you can change that with both your behavior and beliefs. Attuned to the moon. I trust in my highest good. Additional meanings for this card are: the chances of something are diminishing, something better may be around the corner, believe that you will get what you need, surrender to the divine, take time out, meditate, and contemplate. The teaching of this card. The main definition of a void of course moon is when the moon won't make a major connection with any of the planets until she enters the next sign. The best thing you can do when you get this card is to chant the Sanskrit words Om Namo Narani. Yes, that sounds right. Which mean I surrender to the divine. I'll say that again. Om Namo Narani. A void of course moon is time to just be. Isis's advice. Let's see if I can hug it better. There we go. Lady of the Stars. Sirius is a celestial goddess, a star of unconditional love and wisdom at an extremely high vibration. She brings deep soul awakening, spiritual gifts, and a high capacity for divine service. She asks you to pay attention now because something significant is taking place at a spiritual level for you at this time. Hecate has for us the Witch's Will. The witch offers you the power of her witch's will. Think of something you desire and say 3 times, "As I do will, so mote it be." Feel the magic stir and summon. And Frida has 2 pieces of advice. Let every gesture show the world your blooming, fragrant heart. Find the unnamed wild colors in the garden of your heart. All right. At 8:11, if you have chosen the tiger pile, let me get it all. Diana's advice is fixed moon, hold your vision. Okay. There are 2 main possibilities with this card. The first is that you need to stand firm in whatever situation you're in. The second, very different interpretation is that something is stuck. That could well be referring to the situation you're thinking about. If that's the case, have a think about what you can do to grease the wheels so that the events move forward. Are you being stubborn? If so, that's great, because if you really want things to change, there's a solution. Stop digging your heels in. Be the one to break the deadlock. With 2 interpretations for this card, it's up to you to decide what's going on and which meaning applies to you. This offers up a chance for some self-reflection. Attune to the moon. Yes. Just say the word a lot. Yes. And see how it feels. Yes. Additional meanings for this card. Staying power, faith, or patience are needed at this time. Someone needs to back down. Avoid stagnation. A personal or professional relationship will be enduring. The teaching. In astrology, there are 3 quadruplicities. I never say that word. Cardinal, fixed, and mutable. The fixed signs are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. The fixed signs can be stubborn, so anything that's just starting as you draw this card may well last longer. Remember, we each all have the star signs in our chart somewhere. It's just the way the astrological wheel works. So there's no judgment when we say that while it's admirable how much staying power the fixed signs have, they can also be obstinate. Isis's advice is cartouche. Choose to release that which would lower your vibration into fear. Come back to love, stay true to yourself, and you shall inspire others to think or speak more positively when they are around you. Invoking the power of speech and words for your strength, protection, and spiritual growth will work effectively for you. Hecate's advice or reminder, words of wisdom. Merry meet and merry part, bright the cheeks and warm the heart. Gatherings bring joy, but the witch reminds you to honor the farewell. Know you will meet your soul friends again when the circle has turned. Yes, ma'am. And Frida's advice. You belong to life. With love and reverence, you will find this peace and harmony of this. All right, guys, there you go. Have a great day.